Yeah, people. Once again, it's your boy J Black reporting in. I'm out here right at the Gulf Coast Community College. Nighttime view for y'all. Giving y'all nighttime scenery out here. This time I got my nephew with me, little Tristan Williams. Tristan Williams,
Yo,
tell the camera what's up.
what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Right. Yeah, that's my little nephew right here. He gonna be substituting for my son for the night since he couldn't make it. He's on a boat trip with his grandfather. So as you can see, as a uncle, I am in my nephew's life too. So I try to do things with them too. You know, it's a family thing, y'all. So tonight I might talk to y'all a little bit about family morals and just, doing things with your loved ones and, sharing the moments and times with them and doing important things like this in their lives. You know what I mean? It's a lot of times as parents or adults, we be so bogged down with so much on our plate that we don't get to spend time with our, kids and, nephews and nieces and, things of that nature. So tonight, I got my big nephew. How old he is again, Tristan?
15.
15, y'all. So yeah, we out here and we about to get this jog in. Tonight I was gonna do a little something different tonight, all depending on how I'm feeling once I get across on the other side of the bridge. So depending on if these horse foots make it through, might push a little farther, but game plan was to do, over and back across and then come back and then do a little longer hit than I originally did on the daytime route that I did with my son. So once again, y'all, here it is. We here, starting point down here, going across the halfway bridge. Might go all the way across to the bottom and back. But who knows, I might feel froggy and hit Thomas Drive again. We'll see. See you on the other side. Peace.
Peace.
Let's go. Nighttime fitness. Project fitness journey, y'all. So, like I said, I'm out here with my nephew tonight. Pretty chill, not too humid. So tonight's topic is we're gonna talk about family matters. Talk about family matters, y'all. So, being I was born in a household of both parents, having that family bond of mother and father, the other siblings of the house, sisters and brothers, that nature. So, grew up sharing and caring, doing all the fun things, even the times where you have arguments and fights, It's part of that, what you call that tough love. That's what they call it, tough love, y'all. So, a lot of times in my life, we grew up around a lot of that and being structured, disciplined, since the adolescence, having that type of moral standard embedded in you from a childhood and coming up. So I was able to grasp a lot of that in my life. And I cherish it because it shaped me, it molded me, become the man I am. Once again, thank God for the parents I had. Learning from mother and father, so many things, their life experiences, sharing with us all the stories. Never took none of that for granted, man, because those are the moments where you reflect on memory lane and remember those times, whether it was a good message and advice, or just like I say, a lesson to teach you, to show you things to be prepared for in the reality of this world. So here I am, speaking my truth, give you a little bit of my life story. And it was all centered around family love. What greater love from God, the Creator Himself, for us to walk in the same light, to give to one another, to look out, show that concern and that worry. Because, you know, truth be told, y'all, we all living in a world of trial and tribulations. So much against us, from a spiritual standpoint, you know, and then just, you know, in physical form, dealing with all the outside forces that try to linger in. So we must protect ourselves, especially from the spiritual standpoint, being close to God. And when you're close to God, your heart should be full of love unconditionally. And there's times where, you know, we don't always express that. We don't show it enough. You know, we also tend to use that word a lot. But we, like I say, expressing it and showing it is totally different from just saying it. And that 4-letter word, y'all, you know, it gets a lot of people in trouble. A lot of people manipulate it, use it for manipulation. You know, just so many things that people use it for. But the true meaning of it all is to really express it and do the things that shows what love is. There's so many different ways to do that. We can go down a whole bucket list, start checking them off. So I just appreciate what was given in my life, you know, for us understanding all the things that you should value and honor. You know, like the good book says, honor thy mother and father. And, you know, I was fortunate to have that mother and that father to guide me in the path that I should walk in, you know. And then after they were gone, to continue that walk, to go further. And as I have kids, as I do, to show them the same things so that they can grow in the world of their generation, to be great, to still hold on to all the things that made us great people, you know, those morals, standards, qualities that we should live by, focusing ourselves in that manner, you know. So probably should have told you to go by 6. If you can change it, speed it up for me. But it's all good. Just try to keep looking straight ahead, stay in the middle. Once you kind of get there, just kind of keep your thumb, press hold, should be okay. But back to this family thing, y'all. You know, I'm here with my nephew tonight. Like I said, my son in his absence, being on a boat trip with his grandfather. They go out fishing a lot. I think he a fisherman now. But nah, so yeah, I got my little nephew supporting. coming out with his uncle. And, you know, he also runs track. So it's times where not me just doing my fitness, but also having, you know, the younger people out here doing their little exercises and routines. So, like I said, this is just the beginning and the start to just have these type of conversations with y'all as I take you on this Project Fitness journey. And it's part of my lifestyle for over almost the last 20 years of my life. When I first started to condition myself to hit the parks, you know, started off with like 1 mile, y'all, believe it or not, you know, and it was hard. You know, being that I was always athletic coming up in school, I always was, you know, especially in elementary, you know, I always went to the Junior Olympics, was one of the fastest boys in the school, and, you know, I always loved cardio and being an athletic type of person or kid. So thank God I was able to carry along that good habit, because here I am 41, y'all, and I'm pushing miles and miles in. So I told myself this year, since it's a shame on myself, I've been doing all this million miles and running, and I've never been in a marathon, no 5K, none of that. So I told myself this year, since I do this a lot, only makes sense that I go out there and, you know, enjoy myself as I do it for health as I do, and, you know, just be in the atmosphere of others that's also on their fitness journey. You know, they love to get out there, you know, sweat it out, burn a lot of calories, you know. And I tell you, man, this job feels so good right now. I told my nephew that I wasn't sure how far I was gonna go tonight. We almost coming right down at the bottom of the bridge here again. You know, I was gonna turn around and head back, but I think I'm just gonna take it to Thomas, y'all. So, as you can see, sometimes where your body may not feel like you want to come on out here and get it in. Or you might say, I might not go as far tonight. Do a little something to at least say I did come out, right? So I told myself tonight, you know, I don't know if I'm quite ready for another 4 miles. Just came off that Sunday run, so, you know, Tuesdays is my other day of running. But typically I always get at least about 3 miles in, depending on, you know, like I said, if I'm just feeling good for that moment and that day of the jog. And I push myself. So tonight, I guess it's one of those push myself nights. It's okay with me. Say I don't have that heat on me tonight either. The sun makes a whole lot difference when you're out there with that heat beating down on you. So, yeah, it's a nice little outing right now. What speed we at? Huh? Yeah, let's boost it up by 6. Yeah, I'm about to hit you back of your thing, so if I step a little close to you, having to actually kind of pause a little bit. So, all about family love, y'all, and supporting those that, you know you can count on. Like I say, I'm just fortunate to be in my life to where I did have those things in my life at an early stage, and it continued to grow, and it's still there. Remember your head. So, you know, only speak for me in the terms of the experience that I went through and the things it showed me. And I can truly say it was a blessing to have it and to still have it. It's nothing like it, y'all. I'm telling you. Because truth is, when you're down and out, other than when you're praying to God for the things that He answers your prayers to, but when you're calling on someone that, as a family member or a friend, someone that you know you can count on, talk to, or whatever it is that you may need in that time of help, it's always good to have that family support, that family love, helping one another, being there for one another, doing things with one another. Because like I say, nobody's promised tomorrow. The little times and the moments you can share with your family, you know, from adulthood to the kids, y'all, it's important we start doing things together, you know, feel good about doing that. You know, like I said, these jobs out here, they bog us down all day, all night. You don't even have time to want to come home to do things with your kids. You're away from them all day. So it's hard to even try to install any type of influence on them because all day they distracted by so many other influences out there. And truth be told, a lot of that is, you know, the percentage is so high of negativity. You'd be lucky if they gain anything of substance, of anything positive to look forward to for their future. So they'll be out here, you know, living in a world of made up things, going in a path that you wouldn't want them to go down. So it's important we start having conversations with our kids too, y'all. You know, not just having fun time and, you know, doing the usual typical, but really have those sit down talks. I get with my son all the time, and he can tell you, we have real deep talks about his future, him as a young man growing, and the things that he needs to, and you know, put in his life and start actively doing those things so that he can shape and build his future. And also staying firm on all his mannerism and being respectful and being that young man that a kid's supposed to be by honoring our mother and father. So, yes, and I give it to them blood raw, y'all, you know, because they need to know the truth. So many times when you just sugarcoating things and not giving it to them the way they need it, that's the things that had a little hiccup there on the camera, y'all. Back off the way I started. Left talking about doing things with these kids, making sure they have things they need in their life the same way you had it in yours. And hopefully, like I say, it was the right things. The truth be told, y'all, there's so much of negativity in the world to where the influence is at an all-time high. And we're looking for change. We're looking for better days. But it's hard to find them. It's hard to find them when the conditioning been this real for so long. And yes, it is a reality, but it doesn't make it right. So now it's time to start mopping it up. Start cleaning this up. Got to clean this mess up, y'all. All right, Tristan, gonna get ready to make that right. Still got a little better life on my road mic tonight, y'all. So I told y'all the last time me and Josiah was out here, I forgot to get him and have him. And tonight, a little low on battery life, so I might lose a little audio here. Hopefully we can make it through it. But if not, right now, not too much around the traffic anymore. Making this little detour to come back up on Thomas Drive here shortly. Left. It's just rolling all the way back around. Trying not to hit them bumps, potholes. So yeah, as we talk about family love, y'all, and you know, as a part of my fitness, you know, love revolves around treating yourself with self-body care. And, you know, your kids need it. Us as parents, we need it. And like I said, we need to all start really bogging down and making this part of our lifestyle as a necessity that's needed. Because truth be told, man, me personally, I want to live long enough to be here to see more, to do more, to see my grandkids have any, you know, seeing my nephews and nieces grow up, them being successful, we all being successful, chasing our dreams and making them a reality. And what better way to want that, to start applying ourselves in a manner that we need to, eliminating all this toxic thinking we do and living the way we do, treating something the way we do, fighting one another, you know, the hate, the animosity of, you know, not loving thy neighbor, you know, not treating one as you would want to be treated. The respect, the loyalty. And just having those standards met and applied by all necessary means. Only then when you start to really see change. Because that's a part of you. All those things that really matter within how you apply yourself in this world, that's what really shapes and builds your walk of life. We all come from different walks of life, y'all. Understand that it ain't always easier for one to say, nor is it easier for the next man in his situation or whatever the case may be. One thing for sure, one thing for certain. You got that second chance, third chance, however many chances. No different than waking up every day. That's a chance. You have a chance to start applying yourself with a different mindset going forward from that day forward. You know, putting your hopes, your strength, your faith, and your belief into making that change and that difference. Because that is the really golden reward at the end, to make it to the promised land. The great deeds that you have served out your purpose, walking in truth, living in the word of righteousness, man, peace, love, and harmony. You know, that's what I'm built on. It's in my blood. You know, it was in my household. That's where a lot of the turmoil starts, because It's like planting a seed, you know, a seed that was never fully nurtured, undeveloped. In a lot of broken homes, that's what they are, undeveloped. Undeveloped, not built, sturdy, you know. It's like the Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf. A lot of homes being blown down by their own self-infliction of the things that they're not built on, you know. And that's like starting a family and not knowing what it takes to be a family, not understanding the love and the conditional, unconditional love is what really keeps the family there in prayer, and not so much of making one for what's best for me or vice versa. That person wanting what's best for them and you. There's nothing wrong with that because we all have standards. But the main truth to all of this is walking in truth with God, having God in your life, because God is love. And this title of this whole segment tonight is love, y'all, family love. So, you know, having God in our lives pretty much keeps that truth to where you're going to always continue to build and keep things together because, you know, every day is not always going to be a good day. Nor is it always going to be a bad day. But when you got God and you centered in love and you walk in the truth and you doing all the other things that's centered around all that, God will see you through. And you become stronger in all those areas where we all have those spiritual attacks where the enemy infiltrates, sometimes through your own habits or bad habits, I should say, to get you to revert back to those things, or even to the ones that's close to you. Use them against you. So if they're weak, that's one way of trying to get to you. So all of this is, like I say, y'all, a spiritual enlightenment of knowing who you are and what your purpose is here for. So, hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, I heard through my peripheral somebody coming up. So you hear back down, about to climb back up this incline, y'all, at the halfway bridge. You can see I'm skipping a beat, still on it. Tristan doing good on the tri-pack scooter, keeping things straight on the cam for me. Got the lighting pretty good. Here we go, y'all. Back to the incline. It look like I got a little juice here. That's good. By the way, this is the official day 2 about the fitness journey. Got the night setting for y'all tonight. Same location, Right out here at the Gulf Coast Community College Hathaway Bridge area, all the way to Thomas Drive and back. Intense cardio, y'all. Feeling real good tonight. Just been in a good space. Spirit, God has been really revealing things to me. Just making me see the things that I need to conquer and face within my own situations, or just my own journey, and what it's going to take for me to initially make that breakthrough to where I'm trying to go and be. So I truly believe through my purpose of life, as someone who's been dedicated and grounded as I have been, humble as I've been, somewhat to the degree of being isolated in my own shell. Just finally stepping out to come out to do what's needed in my life, my investment, my blood, sweat, and tears, everything I done fought for, all the losses I done took, loved ones, it's everything. So, getting back to the business at hand, y'all, focusing on everything I need to do. So what you think, Trisha? You agree with a lot of this? Your uncle, real spill that is speaking? It's good. Like I say, this is for educational purposes. So youth, elderly, mid-age, your prime in your 20s, whoever, let this be a message to those that are looking for admiration, to be inspired, to go further, to start reflecting, looking in the mirror of their own self. A lot of times people point the finger at others of their wrongs, their flaws, but not owning up to their own and not being accountable, but hiding behind lies, behind manipulation, instead of accepting the truth to be better, to own up. It's like I say, ain't nobody perfect in this world. We're all born in a world of sin. And a lot of times we fall short, but we must pick ourselves back up again. Like the homegirl Aaliyah say, pick yourself up and try again. Pick yourself up and try again. Yeah, that is a necessity. Or else you be stuck like Chuck. We ain't trying to be stuck like Chuck, y'all. So now, we about at the top of the bridge, y'all. Yeah, home stretch on the way down. Sometimes I say, Jay, you should have just been a boxer or MMA fight. Ain't with all that. Singing ain't going for those listening to it. Just not my cup of tea. Man, it feels so good. I just feel like I can do round two. Round two, y'all. Kid you not. Told y'all in one of my lives before. Me and one of my homies I met at my job maybe over 5 years ago. Met this brother, cool brother. You know what I mean? And we get out here and we started this same particular route that you see me doing right now. Only difference was we were a little heavier, 200 plus pounds. And not only did we go front and back, there and back, we went there and back and there and back again. So imagine this being a 4-mile jog, or damn near, however, and I really need to map it out. But the whole point is, I'll repeat this twice, non-stop. And we used to do this at the same pace, y'all. Just endurance, Ironman game. You're gonna get to meet a couple of those brothers. Some of these videos coming soon. Actually, this past Sunday, a couple of the brothers couldn't make it out again, so we're gonna try it again this coming weekend, Sunday, right now. So we can have them a part of this Project Fitness journey that we all on. So y'all gonna be a part of this, join the transformation. Every Sunday a.m. out here at Gulf Coast College, down at the bottom of Halfway Bridge. Like I say, you don't particularly have to go as far as we go, or even try to keep up, jog as much as we jog. Just get out here and you do those speed walks, those steps that you know you got to put in to get that burn going. Add a couple of jog spurts here and there if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Get your endurance up so that you can start to add a jog in that you want to kind of keep a pace at, to get yourself to where you can start jogging farther, making that distance. It's like I say, y'all, I started at 1 mile, and it used to kill me to do that. Much as I ever probably jogged was about 10 miles straight, non-stop. I mean, the way I'm feeling, y'all, I feel like I could do it now. No, literally, seriously. I probably could go back a whole nother round if I wanted to. That's how good I feel right now. And that's because of my conditioning of doing this so many years and jumping back in and never just let myself fall off for so long. Even though I may fall off here and there, because you have those moments where life steps in. Sometimes your routine get interfered, or you're hindered by life's problems. So sometimes we have to take time out to try to fix our worries. Slow it down there. All right. And we're back at the bottom of the bridge, y'all. Yes. Stop it. Right. Woo. So we made it, y'all. Back down to the bottom of the Halfway Bridge. Keep the light on me. Keep your head straight. Appreciate you. All right. So take it back down here, and we're gonna finish this little workout out with another little small hit. Like I tell you, I always cap my little jogs off with a little small hit, 1 minute intervals. You know, it may be 3 sets, it may be 5 sets, all just depending on what I want to do for that day, particularly if I'm staying on cardio. You know, so we'll see y'all down there at the parking area. Right, y'all. Here we go again. Finish these hits off. Get up out of here. 1 minute intervals. We're gonna do mountain climbers. We're gonna go into squats. I might add a little extra little jumping jacks to it, and then top it off with a plank. We'll see when I get there. plank. Move neck. Start in about 5 seconds. Go. Step through it. How's your fitness journey, y'all? It's your boy B.L.A.C. As you can see, I am drenched.